Hi everyone, my name is Paulette and I'll be your host today for our third episode of Booze and Banter in Barranquilla. Joining me today are my two friends and guests, Bennett and Jamila, and we'll be discussing different topics such as moving to and working in Barranquilla and dating in Barranquilla as foreign women. For every episode, we sip on some wine and we banter about different topics. For this episode, our wine selection is Santa Rita Tres Medallas Rosé 2024. And since Bennett doesn't drink wine, she'll be sipping on a Michelob Ultra beer. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. So let's get started with the booze and banter part. I'm gonna pour me and Jamila some wine because, as I mentioned before, my friend Bennett here does not like wine. So Bennett, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking light beer. I like Michelob.
Wait, is that Michelob Light or Michelob Ultra?
Mich Ultra.
Ultra, okay. I'm sure I've had it and I probably just don't care about it.
It's a very light beer.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies, so much again for joining me. So why don't we get started with Bennett? Can you introduce yourself? Where are you from? What do you do? What brought you to Barranquilla?
Okay. Hi, my name is Bennett. I'm from the United States. I'm from Ohio. I'm an English teacher, and I moved to Colombia 6 years ago. And after the pandemic, I actually moved to Barranquilla, and I've been here for 3.5 years.
Excellent. And Jamila, same thing. You know, where are you from? What brought you to Barranquilla?
Hi, so my name is Jamila and I'm from Jamaica. I moved to Colombia in August of 2019 and I lived in Barranquilla for 2 years, moved to Cartagena, lived there for a little bit and came back to Barranquilla. So I've been here approximately 6 years as well.
Oh, okay. Well, she sort of did something similar, but you went to Cartagena first and then
Barranquilla. Yes.
And then she decided to leave us to go fuck off to Peru for a year. yes or no?
I did. Yes, I did.
She fucked off to Peru for a year because she wanted to get a visa and work there. Anyway, they didn't want her there. And I told her before she left, I was like, mark my words, you will be back in Barranquilla. You're going to come back. And what happened?
I came back to Barranquilla. They wouldn't give me a visa.
But we're all really happy that you came back.
I'm happy to be here.
So, ladies, Bennett, tell me about, I guess, your just regular life in Barranquilla. Are you single? Are you dating anyone?
I am single.
Mm-hmm.
I date casually in Barranquilla. I prefer, I guess, to be single. I'm not looking for anything serious.
And what about you, Jamila?
Well, I didn't mention it before, but I am a teacher and currently I am single. I was in a long distance relationship, but it didn't work out. And so I'm single, not mingling.
Okay. And where was the gentleman located?
From Jamaica.
Oh, from Jamaica. Okay. Okay. Was he from your same town or?
Yeah, we were from the same area in Jamaica, but things just didn't work long distance and I never work really. So
does it ever really work long distance? I feel like everyone that I speak to who's ever had a long distance relationship, usually at some point they say, no, it just didn't work out. We tried it and it just, yeah.
I feel like if both individuals want it to work and are willing to do the work to get it done, it will get done. But in my case, it just didn't work out.
Can I ask how long you guys were actually, doing the long distance thing?
We were doing it from the beginning of this year. So I want to say January, December we started and then September it just fizzled out.
Okay. Yeah, but obviously because you guys, it's difficult, I'm sure, because you guys aren't actually physically in the same place. You don't see each other, Yeah,
I'm all about communication. And if I'm not seeing you every day, I need to have some kind of connection with you on a daily basis. And if you don't get that, then there's nothing you can do.
May I ask, did you guys by chance have an open relationship or was this just closed long distance?
Oh, I don't do open.
Okay, no, well, I'm just asking.
Yeah, no.
That's fine.
It was closed.
That's of course.
On my end, it was closed. So
oh, no, you're on my end.
Yeah, I can't speak for the other person. Yeah.
To your knowledge.
To my knowledge, it was closed on his end as well.
Okay. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
And what about you, Bennett? I know you said that you're just casually dating. You used to live in Cartagena, like we mentioned just before. Can you tell me, I guess, your experience? Well, actually, I guess my first question would be, how do you meet people? Do you use like a dating app or just like locally in a bar, or how do you meet gentlemen callers?
Well, before I moved to Colombia, I was living in Ecuador, and I was peer pressured by my friends in Ecuador to download Tinder. And then, oh, actually, that's not true. I was living in Cartagena, and one of my coworkers
Okay.
in the school I was working at pressured me into downloading Tinder.
So was
she
this
wasn't
another
dating.
teacher?
Yes, she was another teacher, another foreign teacher. She wasn't dating, but she wanted me to download Tinder, like so she could live vicariously through me. So I did, but I didn't really need Tinder in Cartagena. Like the Cartagena men are very thirsty.
Thirsty how? Tell me more.
Very thirsty. Like they would just come up to me on the street and
Oh,
ask
really?
me for my number.
Oh, okay. That's very forward. Okay.
Yes, they're very forward. Yes. I did date a lot in Cartagena.
Oh, okay. Mostly from apps though, or like even just like regular men just coming up to you on the street?
I would just meet around like a guy who was working in my neighbor's restaurant, like asked me for my number. Because I used to work briefly downtown in Cartagena in tourism, and I would just meet people like being around like in downtown Cartagena, and they would ask me for my number. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, do you have like a fun or interesting story from Cartagena?
I do.
Dating story.
I do have a fun story. So this was early on when I was in Cartagena, my first year. Yeah, my first year. I was texting with this guy, and he was kind of being hot and cold with me, but we agreed to meet up one night in Getsemani and get beers. And that was, he didn't know, but that was the night before my birthday. Like it was the day before.
Okay. You didn't tell him.
I didn't tell him. And so we were, sitting in the park in, what's that? Plaza Trinidad. That's what it is, in Getsemani.
Okay.
And we kept buying beers and buying more beers. And he was like loosening
buying
up.
the beers, or were you buying the beers?
We were going one for one. So he would buy one, I would buy one. And we would buy like the big like liters, and then we would split them. So
And this was your first date with this guy?
with this guy, yes. This was our first like official date.
Okay.
Yes. And we were getting drunk in the park. And because it was August.
Actually, I think back then maybe it wasn't illegal, but now in Colombia, in a public park, you're actually not allowed to drink alcohol because it's technically illegal. Yeah, it's illegal to drink in a public park.
I
So
did
if a
not
cop
know
comes
that.
up to
I
you,
haven't seen that enforced at all.
yeah, I know. I think it was like in Plaza del Parque over here. I know someone who was like sitting outside with like an open beer can, and a cop came up to him and like asked him for his ID, and he gave him a ticket because he was
Wow.
like sitting outside. Not like in a restaurant, just like outside in like the, I guess, common area, and the cop
Right.
gave him a ticket for doing that.
Jesus.
Yes.
Crazy.
That is
But-
crazy.
But I do have a question that I just thought of regarding.
With my story.
Yeah, well, I do have a question regarding your story, because you mentioned that you guys were paying, like you one beer, him one beer. Do you guys feel that if a gentleman asks you out on a date that he should cover the cost of the first date and he should pay, or are you okay with, splitting the bill like 50-50?
I think he should pay.
Okay.
If he asks me out and he suggests a place, or he asks me where I would like to go, I think he should pay.
Okay,
As
what
a
about you,
gentleman.
Bennett?
Yeah. I always think the man should pay for the first date.
Yeah.
And it's a nice gesture, first of all. Like, be a gentleman.
Hmm.
And
I also agree with this. Yeah.
and like women put in so much effort to get ready for a date. And I feel like men just like throw on a shirt that doesn't have holes in it and they go.
Well, I think it depends on the guy because I have seen a couple of guys with like holes in their shirts, you know, like going out on the town. Like, okay, like did you look at yourself in the mirror before?
Honestly,
before going out?
like the difference between what goes into dating for men and women, I think like that's also that should be part of the 50-50 conversation.
Yeah, I mean, because when you think about it, I'm sure, you know, like both of you, you know, like you got to get your hair done, right? Get your nails done, put on makeup. You know, I like to use expensive name brand makeup, not drugstore makeup. You know, all of this costs money, right?
Exactly.
Like we're putting effort into it too. So I do also agree that I think a man, and maybe this is like more the American side of us. I know you're Jamaican, you know, where I do believe that a man should pay on the first date. Ohaji over here being British, I think the more the culture is that it's okay for it to be 50-50 from what he's told me.
First date for me, I think whoever asks on the date should pay for the date.
Oh, so even if she asked you on the date, you think that she should pay?
Ask me on the date, you're paid. asking me on the date and expecting me to ask me, you know? Anyway.
Well, I think it's the gentlemanly thing to do. Would you like to top up?
Please.
So yes, continue, Bennett,
Thank you.
with your.
Well, I like to finish my story now.
Yes, so you get to finish your story now, Bennett.
Okay. Well, we were in the park getting drunk, right? That's where we stopped. That's where the story was.
I don't think you know what? Out of all my date stories, I don't think I have one that goes. We were in the park getting drunk.
Never?
No.
Paulette, you're missing out. So we were in the park getting drunk, and it's August in Cartagena, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it starts pouring rain.
Oh no.
Yes, pouring rain, like thunder, lightning, the whole 9 yards. And everybody in the park just starts running. And so he was staying in a hotel like not far from there in Gethsemane. And so we started running towards where his hotel was. And then because we were drunk, like we stopped in the middle of the street. And I noticed, I don't remember where I saw what time it was, but it was like 12:30 in the morning. And I looked at him, we stopped, and I looked at him, I was like, it's my birthday. and he started singing happy birthday to me in the middle of the street, in the pouring rain.
That's cute.
And then we started like making out, and we went back to his place.
Right in the middle of the
In the middle of the street, in the pouring rain.
in the middle of a rainstorm, you know.
The middle of a storm in Cartagena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any cute stories like that, Jamila?
Sadly, no.
You don't date.
I don't date here in Colombia. It's just not worked out for me that way, sadly.
But you have gone on some dates.
I have gone out with people.
Mm-hmm.
It's been good for the most part. I can't complain about how I've been treated for the most part. Whenever I've gone out on dates, the guy has always paid for the date here in Colombia.
And were these guys, just to clarify, were these guys local Colombian men or foreigners?
Oh, foreigners.
Okay.
Like foreigners. Most of my interactions have been with foreigners.
Went into them, you're like foreigners. They were foreigners.
My experience with Colombian men in terms of dating has been they're nice men. However, they always have something else going on, and I'm
You're
just
like
not.
on the side.
I'm not into being anyone's side
piece.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's not my calling. It's not my calling. So
I'm also like you, and which would be the complete opposite of Bennett. I also don't date Colombian men, although I have gone on some dates with Colombian men, for example. And this is my favorite date story of dating a Colombian guy here. So we went to sort of like a coffee shop type of thing where they have like, you know, sandwiches and things. Get there, just order like a nice coffee, and we're talking. And, you know, for whoever is watching this for the first time and doesn't know anything about me, I guess I didn't introduce myself. I'm Colombian American. So I was born here in Barranquilla, but I grew up in New York. And as I'm sure Ohaji and Bennett and Jamila may tell you, I'm very New York. I have basically nothing in common with most Colombian women here. But so I'm talking to this guy, and you know, I'm telling him, well, I don't want kids, which is very unusual for Colombian women to begin with. I'm a non-believer. I just, you know, I don't believe in God. Also very unusual. And the thing that really, really got to him is that I don't eat beef or pork, right? So I'm not vegetarian. I just don't eat beef or pork. I do eat poultry and fish. And I eat like a lot of vegetarian, vegan stuff as well. He was like, he said to me literally, I've never met someone like you.
They always say that.
It's like derogatory or
That's the thing. That's the thing. I was like, I don't know if this is a compliment or if he's insulting me.
Yeah.
So he throws a hypothetical date situation at me, right? Listen to this hypothetical date situation. He's like, okay, so he's like, you know, when I date someone, I really like to take them to like my favorite restaurant, favorite places. He's like, what if I want to take you to China because my favorite type of food to eat is dog.
Oh, no.
And,
Oh, that escalated.
and he
quickly.
goes, and I love, you know, I love eating dog and I really want you to try it because that's just my favorite type of cuisine, my favorite type of food. Would you eat it for me if, you know, because it's my favorite type of food? And I'm like, no. I was like, first of all, that goes against even just like my moral beliefs. I'm not going to eat a dog here in Colombia or in China or anywhere. And secondly, you can eat whatever you want to eat. I don't care what you eat, but I'm not going to eat it. And then that's when he said, I've never met anyone like you.
Okay.
But that's my favorite story, the hypothetical date story in China, if I'm going to eat a dog.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I just want to clarify though. I don't think all Colombian men are what we would say mujeriegos or
Okay, yeah.
cheaters or things of that nature because
Only 99% of them.
98%.
when I came here, I was in a relationship, and the reason it ended was because I found out that he had been in a situation with another woman a
Okay.
year after we had gotten together. So I don't think all Colombian men are that way. I just am
Because
very
what you're saying is that Jamaican men are also that way. That's what I'm getting from that comment.
well. Men are going to men, as they're going to do. They're going to do what they want to do, no matter what you have to offer. So I'm I'm keeping my heart very guarded right now. I'm not trying to put myself too far out there because
Okay.
I don't know what's out there for me, and it's looking very treacherous in the streets. So
Yeah.
Oh my God, I agree.
So-
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could not agree more with you. Absolutely, looking
Yeah.
very treacherous.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That happened to me in Cartagena. Like the other woman texted me. I was like,
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I was actually the other woman in
Oh,
this
no.
case. And he was literally like, had like a wife and a kid,
Oh my
And-
God.
did not tell me. And all of a sudden one day I got a text being like, who are you? And I'm like, what do you
How
mean?
long had you been dating this guy?
Like a couple months.
A couple
Yeah.
of months.
We
okay.
had been going on dates for a couple months, like nothing.
And he at no point, well, actually, I have a question. Did you ask him at any point if he was possibly married or in a relationship?
Or if someone was in a relationship with him.
I didn't because this was very early on in my time in Colombia.
Okay.
And I did not know. This was my first exposure actually
I'm so sorry.
to the nature of Colombian men. Well, speaking generally, of course. And I just got a text one day being like, who are you?
Oh man.
And she sent me a picture of his room in their house with all his clothes and all his stuff. She was like, look, this man is my husband. He lives here.
That's
Oh,
insane.
no.
That's insane.
We have a kid, but they had a daughter.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I had no
assume
idea.
you like wrote to him or called him immediately or like, we're done.
No, I did not make a scene.
Okay.
I was just like,
But you told him that you were done
I
and that
told-
you knew.
yeah, like,
Okay.
I would never like to see you again. I'm going to block you.
That reminds me of something similar that happened with I can't say his name. You know who he is, my Arab
Yes.
ex-boyfriend.
I remember.
Oh.
One time I got a message on Instagram from like, you know, just like a fake throwaway account saying just you know, you need to be careful with that guy that you're dating. He's a user and a womanizer and you know, he doesn't care about anyone except himself. And so the next morning we had plans to have breakfast together over at Plaza del Parque. So I went over there, you know, and I pulled out my phone and I was like, hey babe, so I got this message last night from this girl. And he read it and he's like, oh, I know who that is.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
And I'm like, yeah, so who is she and why is she writing to me?
I'm telling you, we are talking about men from different countries, but the idea is this, I'm telling you, men are going to do what men want to do.
Mhm.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
okay, so technically my ex-boyfriend, he's Colombian Lebanese, like his parents are Lebanese, but he was born and raised in Colombia. So, but he's very like,
He has the
typical,
blood.
yeah, Colombian.
He's a man.
guy.
Yes, I have had the pleasure of meeting him, and it's
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
It's very
Bennett does
true.
know him in
Okay,
person,
yeah.
so she knows exactly
Like-
who I'm talking
like
about.
the minute I met him, he was just like, "Oh, so I'm like, oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, let's just say that he basically wanted to fuck anything with the pulse. So.
Girl.
Oh, actually, even told me that one time he wrote to her on Instagram after we broke up, and he was like, "Hey, so what are you doing tonight?" And she was like, "Nothing with you."
Nothing with you. That's the perfect answer.
Crazy.
I know. Okay, ladies. So why don't we get into living in Barranquilla? So, I think as women, there isn't really like a lot of content online about like single women coming to, even just coming to Colombia. Honestly, like if you look at a lot of the online content, I feel like it's mostly like passport bros and things like that, where, I want this channel to be accessible to, let's say, women like us who are here and, and we're single and we're just like making a lives for ourselves here. So Bennett and Jamila and I guess we'll start with Bennett. Can you tell me like about your daily life? I know you're a teacher. What do you do when you're not teaching? What do you do outside of teaching? Like what do you do for fun? Like do you study? Do you like go out? Like what recommendations would you have for like a single woman who's looking to come to Barranquilla and maybe like set up roots here and stay for a while?
Can I have a bit more booze before
Actually,
we
yes,
start,
you can.
please?
Yes, you
Most
can. I'll
necessary
also
part of this.
be serving myself some extra booze. And there you
Thank
go.
Great.
My turn as well. So Bennett.
Okay. So when I'm not teaching, I'm Monday to Friday, I'm at the school basically all day. My school is very far from where I live, so it takes me a while to get there and a long day, and then you come home.
Well, can I ask you
But-
your hours just in case like someone is looking to come from Barranquilla and actually work at a school? And you both work at local schools here. What are your hours like here, like as a teacher working at a local school? Just in case someone's like, oh, it looks easy and, I want to come here. Like, it like looks like a great option for living in Barranquilla. What are your hours? What do you actually do? Be honest.
Okay, so like on average, like if I average out my hours, I'm in school from about 7 to 4 every day, and that doesn't include my commute. And
how long is your commute, I guess, compared to where you live, to the school?
my commute is about 40 minutes.
40
like,
minutes, okay.
on the bus.
On a bus, okay.
Yes, 40 minutes on the Puerto bus. Yes. What else was I going to say? You interrupted me.
Okay. Oh, no.
Se
Yeah,
me fue la paloma.
So you're a teacher. What do you teach actually at the school?
Okay, so I teach in the like middle school, high school. I teach English. My school has very intensive like Cambridge test preparation that they do, and I focus a lot on that. I've actually been taking advantage of professional development opportunities the school offers. I'm becoming an official IELTS trainer.
Oh, nice.
And-
Okay,
yeah.
that's nice.
And just also just becoming like being able to use all the Cambridge materials, and it's a lot.
So they let non-British people be IELTS
Yes.
trainers.
Well,
Shocking.
there's no one British.
I'm sure. Ohaji right now is like, what?
I'm actually the only foreigner in my school.
Oh, okay.
I'm the
You're
only
the only
foreigner.
foreigner, right? Okay.
Yes, well, the only native English speaker in my school.
Okay.
Yes.
And what about you, Jamila? You're also a teacher and you work at a local
Yeah.
school here. And what do you teach?
Well, right now, and hopefully
You're like,
nothing
right
changes
now?
soon, I'm teaching English and literature
Okay.
in middle school, secondary. So
English literature.
English literature,
Okay.
yeah. So my days usually goes from 7 to 3. At 3 I stop. I'm out the door and I'm ready to go home. So it's a bit much for me waking up so early because I start at 7, but I'm having fun with it.
We have a little cameo here. This is Ashton. Hi, Ashton. Thank you for making a cameo. And do you actually get there at exactly 7, or are you supposed to be there a little bit earlier?
So teachers are expected to be there by 7, but I'm usually there around like 6:30, 6:35. I'm a good teacher,
Wow,
guys.
6:30. That's
So,
early.
yeah, it's extremely
Okay.
early. But as soon as the bell goes and it's 3, I'm not on campus unless I'm trying to work.
Wow.
Unless I'm trying to.
The fact that she didn't knock my glass over. Well,
None
was
of our
very
glasses.
impressive.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
that's skill.
Very
That's
impressive.
skill.
Should we have like
Thank
a
you.
little cheers?
Thank you, Ashton. Cheers to
Cheers.
that.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Cheers
Thank
to
you,
that.
Ashton. You're definitely getting a cameo in the
Yes.
in the thingy. And how long have you been working at the school that you're at?
This is my 3rd year.
Third
So
year.
I started working here before. When I first came, I was an assistant teacher. And then I was teaching in Cartagena for 2
Okay.
years and then came back to Barranquilla and started teaching at this school now. I'm loving it. I know it's not for everybody, but I'm loving what I'm doing and I'm growing professionally and as an individual. So I'm happy to be here.
Okay. And do you like your coworkers?
I like my coworkers,
Because I know
actually.
some of your coworkers.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, yes, you do. No,
I know everyone.
I
You should know by
like my
now.
coworkers. I like like I said, not everybody isn't the same. And so for me, I'm enjoying where I'm at. I like it and I'm able to handle it and go with the flow. So I'm not suffering as much as some might have, which is their experience, and I can't invalidate those experiences.
Right. Okay.
But for me, the experience has been good so far. So
Okay.
I'm happy to be in Barranquilla as a woman who moved away from home and people thought she was crazy to be going to Colombia at 22, 23. I'm happy with the decision I made. I'm
Okay.
almost in January, I'm going to be 30 and I'm like, I cannot believe this is my life. So
Wow.
I'm actually really happy with it.
Are your parents happy with your decision back in Jamaica?
My parents, when I first came here, I was actually supposed to come out here a year before I did. And at first they were not happy with it. And then the year when I did come out here, they were gung-ho, super happy for me. And then I was finally able to bring them out here last year, summer.
Okay, all right. That's
And
fine.
they got to see where I live. My dad absolutely loved it. My mom she was more, I would say, she was not as expressive about her happiness, but she did tell me later on that she was extremely happy for me. And I can't wait to have my dad and my mom back out here.
Okay,
soon,
great. Yeah, I
so,
think I just saw, actually, Ohaji and I were just talking about this. There's a new flight with Wingo that opened
Yes.
up to from Bogota to Jamaica.
Exactly.
I
I was
think,
like,
yeah.
I told my dad immediately, I was like, look at the flights. He said, I just need to get some things settled,
Settled.
and I'll be back out there.
I'm already like, so when can I go to
Yeah.
Jamaica?
Honestly.
But I have the space. I have the space in my apartment for them. So like I'm telling my sister, I'm like, look, you can come out here, you can study with me, you can work with me here. So I'm enjoying myself.
So are you like telling everyone in Jamaica, come, like there's
Oh,
a
no.
direct flight now, just come.
Nah, this invitation is just for
For your family, just for your family. Okay.
and close friends.
Fuck your friends. Oh,
and close friends
Okay.
and close friends. I have a friend who I hope she'll be able to come out here in December. But yeah, it's my house is big enough to house a significant number
okay.
if they want to be out here, so they can come.
Nice.
And I'd be happy to have them because this is now my home away from home. Like I'm really
Mhm.
happy in Barranquilla. I wasn't as comfortable in Cartagena, but here in Barranquilla, I just feel like I have a home away from home, and I'm enjoying it.
Excellent, excellent. What about you, Bennett? Do you feel like, well, because you also used to live in Cartagena, and I hate to ask this because this isn't a Cartagena versus Barranquilla video.
I hate that question. As soon as people know from
Well-
here, when they say I lived in Cartagena, they're like, "Oh, which do you like better?" I'm like, I hate that question.
Well, see, I wasn't gonna ask that. I guess like which do you like better? Because that's subjective.
Mhm.
There's like I was just in Cartagena over the weekend. Because my friends and we went to just go party, and it was really fun. And I got locked out because of our apartment because fell asleep, and I almost had to sleep in the hallway. But anyways. I guess further to Jamila's comment, where do you feel most at home? Like, between Cartagena and Barranquilla, did you feel like more at home in Cartagena or more at home in Barranquilla? I guess where did you have like more friendships, like more, communal like stuff going on?
Well, when I lived in Cartagena,
It's okay to talk shit about Cartagena.
no. When I lived in Cartagena, I didn't have a lot of friends, but I had some very close friends who I still talk to a lot, and I go to Cartagena regularly to visit them. My neighbor, who was also my landlady, her family and I are very close. We supported each other a lot through the pandemic. I spent the pandemic in Cartagena, and and she'll tell you, like, I moved to Barranquilla, like, kicking and screaming. Like, I did not want to move to Barranquilla.
How dare you?
I did not want to leave Cartagena. I love Cartagena. But, like, the short version of the story is because of the pandemic, I lost my teaching job in Cartagena.
Okay.
And then I found a job here in Barranquilla. So I moved here. And my very first week in Barranquilla, I came to the meetup. I don't know if I've told you that. Nicolas Cadin, he was like, yeah, there's this meetup, like some foreigners, they do this thing every, back then I think, was it still on Wednesdays then, I think?
Is it the same Nicolas that comes on
The tall one?
to Bourbon on like for the Thursday nights? I don't know.
He comes once in a while. He doesn't
Yeah,
come
yeah,
regularly.
yeah. Like
He's
once in a
tall.
while.
Yes, you know Nicolas. He shows up every now and then.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the same Nicolas.
So
yeah.
he and I worked together at Cervantes.
Oh, that's how you know him. Okay.
Yes, at my first job that I had. And so we were friends then, and he told me, like, at school, he was like, yeah, there's this thing that happens, I think it was every Wednesday then. And so
at Bunt. I think that was the one that was taking place at Bunt Cafe.
At Caribbean Team.
Oh, at Caribbean Team. No. That was also on Thursdays.
Okay.
Yeah. That was
Details.
also on Thursdays.
Details. So yeah, I had only been in Barranquilla for like 3 or 4 days, and I went to a Caribbean Team that Thursday.
Okay.
And the very first person I talked to was Jason. I walked up and I was like, "Hey, hi, hola, is this the the meetup?" And he's like, "Yeah."
You know that's funny. Actually, after I moved to Barranquilla because I moved right in the middle of the pandemic to Barranquilla. After, they started letting everyone go out again. And I think this was like in November, Mike, like the admin of the group, Mike decided to finally do like a Barranquilla meetup, with everyone. And it was at Mall Plaza. And the first person that I met at the meetup in Mall Plaza, because, I actually like got there on time, was Jason.
Shade.
Jason's the OG.
Because it was like just Jason by himself. And then, he had like a beer in his hand. And he was just there at the table by himself. And I was like, hi. And then we just like started talking. And my ex-husband was with me. He made me take him along. So, but that's funny that you said that, because like my first person that I met was actually Jason as well. So, yeah.
But I guess to finish answering the question, like, I have more of a community in Barranquilla.
Okay.
Like, I know, like, I feel like I have a very strong support system here. Mostly people I've met.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. Paulette let me live with her when I came back, when I fled Peru to come back to Colombia.
Fled Peru.
That sounds like an interesting story.
They practically kicked her out.
They practically kicked me. They wouldn't give me a visa. I had to flee the country. So Paula let me live with her until I like got set up back in my apartment again.
Yeah.
So I was very lucky with my apartment. Back when I first came to Barranquilla, there was a website called OLX that was basically like Facebook Marketplace. Like they had, or Craigslist actually. It was more like Craigslist. Like they had like cars, apartments, like lightly used things for sale, things for rent.
Right, yeah.
And
I
I found my
OLX.
apartment through that website.
Oh,
it doesn't
okay.
exist anymore. I think it was bought out by AliExpress or something.
Oh, okay.
Something.
Okay.
Some
Oh,
other
is that
large
what
company.
happened? Okay, to
It
OLX?
bought them out.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, so I had access to that website and I found my apartment there. And I had this wonderful landlady. And the apartment is perfect, like for me, because like I said, I'm in the school all day and I just come home and I have a place to sleep. It's not big, but it's home.
So let me ask you, ladies, what do you guys do when you're not working? What do you do to have fun? Do you go out? Do you just stay home all day and drink wine with your cats? Because me and Jamila have cats, but as you guys obviously know, because we almost had an incident.
Yes.
Yeah, I have
Bennett does not. So.
I have 3 cats. Yeah.
I have 2 cats.
3.
And the other one is sitting over there on the counter.
No, I'm not a cat lady. But yeah, when
I
in
am a
my
cat lady.
I'm not a cat lady, guys. Cheers. So and I don't know where we've gotten this idea where only ladies like cats. Men also do like cats. I've come in contact with men who it makes them 10 times more attractive when they're able to interact with my cats and they actually like them. And my cats goes, Emily's like, look, oh my God, my cat loves you. I trust you with everything. I'm joking. But but yes, I do have 3 cats. But in my free time when I'm not at home, I do have friends who like to travel to different cities. So recently I went to Santa Marta.
Okay.
We rented out an Airbnb and it was about 7 or 8 of us. We had the whole place to ourselves. It was a really, really nice spot. Outside of that, here in Barranquilla, I go to the theater. I watch movies.
Okay.
I can go clubbing. There are different scenes for different tastes. For me, you know, I'm from Jamaica, so I like the dance hall. I like the reggaeton. And I recently, just this year, in the last month, I found a place that plays dance hall music just all throughout the night. And it's even more home than ever.
Do you ever go to like the Afro dance hall parties?
I've been to a couple of the Afro dance hall parties. I want to go to more. When they come up, they were supposed to have one recently, but I think they pushed it back because of some different things that have occurred. But outside of those things, I also like reading.
Me too. Yeah, why don't you join the book club? Not you, because I know you don't. You
The
should
book
join our
club, I want to join. I saw some messages like, oh my gosh, but I don't. So I do love reading books. I like spending time by myself also. I don't really like I thought I liked things being planned out for me, but I realized I also like to be able to just decide to not do anything and use my time to play Sudoku if I want to, stay in bed, eat food, or go out. It just depends. My friends
in bed?
Sometimes.
I can't do that. I can't. Well, maybe like with a pack of chips.
Oh.
I'll just like eat that, but like I can't actually eat real food in a bed. I can't.
You don't have like the table.
Oh,
I have the table.
It's like a TV tray.
Yeah, I have the tray.
Yes, I do actually.
And I use the tray to make sure I've never had anything spill. I'm very clean. Like if you come to my apartment, it's very clean. So I do that. And my friends usually pull me out. So Ohaji usually is like, hey, sis, because he's like my big brother here. Like I've always wanted a big brother, and I feel like I came here and I got my big brother, so I'm like life goal achieved. So he'll always.
Well, that time the 3 of us went to go see that movie together.
What was the movie?
I think that weird scary movie. What was it called?
Was it the Saints to Sinners? Was it the
no? But didn't like a hand come out of like some lady's vagina or something? Was it that one?
Is that Pulp Fiction?
No.
Anyways.
Yeah. So we do the cinema, guys. Not with what Paulette said, but we do the cinema. Dancing it's very popular. You can find anywhere to go to dance. I also like to do self-care. So I take time out of each month, at least twice a month, to get my nails done, get my hair done. I have places that I go for those things. And also I'm now interested in doing facials. Okay. And just to get myself to start loving myself, taking care of myself more, because that's the most important thing.
Massages.
Massages. I'm looking into specific Korean massage. Okay. But I don't know if it exists out here in Colombia. So if anybody sees this and knows a place, let me know.
Korean massage? I'm not sure.
Like a deep cleanse massage. They have it. It's a thing. It exists. I'm not I know
You're like,
I
"I'm
have
not
the
making it up.
booze,
I know
but
it
I'm not
exists."
making this up. It exists, and so I'm trying to see if I can find a place like that out here that offers it because I'm loving me. I'm moving into this era of 30. I'm loving it, and so I'm trying to like take care of me.
No, absolutely. I think that's great, and you need to do that. So I guess for any like final tips, for example, if you're like a foreign woman, foreign single woman looking to move to Barranquilla or even just Colombia in general, I guess what tips would you give like another woman who's looking to like maybe come here, like live here, set up roots here? Would you recommend that they become English teachers? We'll start with Bennett.
So, based on the experiences that friends of mine have had with visas and migration in Colombia, honestly, I think being a teacher or just getting a job with a Colombian company of some kind is actually the easiest way to get a visa. Honestly,
I
like
agree.
getting a work visa is the easiest way to go. I've never had the digital nomad visa, so I don't know how easy that is. But honestly, like as a teacher, I give the school a copy of my passport, and they do everything else. They pay for it. They do everything. And
They do the whole process.
They do the whole process. Like I think that's pretty standard with the international schools. And I don't know why more people don't do that actually. It's so easy, and people are like struggling and like doing like visa runs to Panama.
Well,
this could be avoided.
Well, I guess question, because not everyone has one. You do require minimum a bachelor's degree to be a teacher, right? At a school. What do you have a degree in, Bennett?
Me? I have an international studies degree. From my university, and I have a TEFL certificate, which helps a lot. It's not necessary, but it helps a lot with getting hired as a teacher here.
And what about you, Jamila? What do you have a degree in?
I have a Bachelor's of Arts degree in Spanish and a minors in international relations, and I also have the TEFL certificate. I have a diploma in from a Colombian university in teaching. And I'm currently pursuing my master's, a dual master's in literature and language and education.
Okay.
So I have a lot on my plate. And I agree with Bennett. The easiest way for you, if you're interested in moving, and you have to be open-minded also, is getting it through teaching, because that's your foot in the door for you not to have to worry about your 90-day or whatever the time period is that they give you for if you don't have a visa for you to stay in a country. If you're a single person, woman or male, and you want to find your independence, because that's what I did when I came to Colombia, I would recommend this experience because I came here not knowing a lot, and I've learned so much. I've gotten to know so many good people. I'm loving it here, and yeah.
Excellent. Well, I just want to say that I kind of have you both beat. I don't have a TEFL, I have a CELTA.
Okay.
But thank you, ladies, so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your tips and feedback and your stories, about dating and everything. And I hope that anyone watching finds the tips useful. And thank you, Bennett. Thank you, Jamila. And I hope to have you guys on at a future episode.
Would love to. Thank you.
Thank you for having us, Paulette.
Thank you. Thank you, Bennett and Jamila, for joining me today on this podcast. And also a big thank you to our viewers for watching our Booze and Banter podcast. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and also remember to share this episode with your family and friends on your social media channels. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for future episodes, leave it down in the comments below, and remember to follow us on our social media channels. See you guys soon.